right. So what's up, guys? I believe that we are live right now. We're gonna wait a couple seconds to let other people join in, and then we will start with our third webinar already. Am I right?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So I'm not going to be here alone today. Same as for the last time. I'm going to have here my colleague. She's our content and marketing manager. Her name is Tammy.
Hi, it's me.
And she will be helping me with answering all your questions you'll have. So please do not hesitate. Write a comment below if you have any wonders, any questions. I would like to have this really interactive. And yeah, this is the main topic we are going to discuss today. Enough of the news. And yeah, why we think that we can tell something about it? Well, firstly, I don't know if you know, but Constantino started 4 years ago as an internal tool of one leading Central European advertising agency. And we are still quite connected with them. We are friends, we collaborate with them. And Constantino was strictly focused on approvals and collaboration when creating content. But within the past year, we've been working on analytics in Constantino. And we've been discussing what metrics, what features, what data are really important for advertising agencies and for social media professionals. And we have figured a couple of nuances, couple of things which made a lot of sense to us and which didn't really make sense to us. So we would like to really dig deep into this one, perhaps be a little bit controversial and just say it as it is. And this is what this presentation is going to be about. We will try to show you the quite a correct way how to look at your numbers when you are doing your campaigns or your Facebook posts, your Facebook content. And why this is a big deal? Well, Facebook has developed a lot. It's not about only about interactions. It's not about posting something on the wall. It's extremely complicated. And the same as for other marketing channels, you need to know your goal. You need to set your goal right before starting the campaign. And you need to set your KPIs right, your key performance indicators. And if you don't do this, you're probably going to do mistakes and fail. So, for example, when your goal is reached, to reach as many people as you can, many times we saw that at the end, they were looking at engagement numbers. And instead, they should be looking on reach kind of KPIs. So CPM or cost per 1,000 people reached. And many professionals, many social media professionals don't do that. So first, this is common sense. You gotta set your goal. And Facebook has it quite well because, as you know, this conversion funnel, it's pretty similar for Facebook as well. So you gotta think where your audience is in this funnel. Is it in the brand awareness stage? Is it in consideration stage? Or they are ready for purchase or ready for conversion? So you can really set a nice goal, set a nice proper objective to optimize your campaign on Facebook to the people you are making the messages for. That's the very basic and first thing you need to do. The second thing, and by the way, this is what you see on the screen. This is a list, just a fraction of the metrics what Facebook offers. So just pick the right metric, pick the right KPI for your goal, and then analyze that accordingly. And so you don't just think about the raw numbers, you gotta put some benchmarks. You gotta know what your benchmark is. So if, for example, you are creating a 5th campaign in a row for traffic and you have cost per click, let's say €2, and the previous campaigns you had your benchmark about €1 for cost per click, it's most likely that your campaign is not performing well. And actually, this is what we are doing in Constantino as well. We will tell you very soon what posts are performing above or below average. So benchmarks are really important for you guys. It's the first thing from the context what you should look at. Okay, these are going to be a couple of examples. This post is, first, the goal of this post was engagement. And their KPIs were engagement and cost per engagement. What you can see here, that there's a quite nice organic reach. People were engaging and it pushed the organic reach. Okay? And this is the second post from the same insurance company. And the goal here was reach, to reach as many people as possible. People were engaging less. However, also the organic reach was smaller. However, the total reach was much higher than when they were optimizing for engagement. And important to say, these two posts were promoted for the exact same budget. So why I'm saying this? Many times it's happening that people optimize for engagement in order to think that, okay, this post is going to go viral. Let's just people go there and interact with the post. Let's optimize it for engagement so we can have a really nice reach. This is not the truth. If you optimize for reach, you will have like for example in this case, you will have 5 times higher total reach than you would for the same budget if you optimize for engagement. This is a little bit different. This is a carousel for Adidas, and the goal here is reach, to reach as many people as possible. However, carousel is a traffic kind of post. So carousel is supposed to lead people to your website. But the goal here was to reach as many people, tell them that you gotta go to different brick and mortar stores in the city and shop for the products which been listed in the carousel. The carousel was creatively used to show the product selection, but it was not, the goal was not drive traffic to the website to purchase the products, but go to a brick and mortar store. Yep, and this is pretty awful. This is pretty awful post. Look at this organic reach, 1,256. These guys are wasting money, right? Well, in fact, this post is amazing. The thing is that the goal in this post is to make people register for 30-day Constantino trial. So the goal is registration, conversion, and the KPI here is number of registrations and cost per registration. And this post is performing amazingly. So if someone would look at this post, they might think, oh my gosh, this post is not performing well at all. They are spending a lot of money on people to reach. But actually this post is performing really good. Okay, engagement is overrated, and I'll stop here. Do you have any questions or comments?
Not yet. Everyone's just waving at us. I think they're warming up.
That's good. So engagement is overrated. So many people in the surveys we are making, even in this when you registered for this webinar, many of you guys mentioned that we want to learn more about engagement. In the previous webinar, many of you said like, my biggest social media challenge is engagement. And I'm asking why. Why you need engagement. And please write us in the comment why you're interested in engagement. What is the reason you're focusing so much on engagement? And I would like to answer those. Some of you might say like, okay, engagement is good because that's the only way how we can see if the post is likable by our audience, if the post is performing good, if people engage and like the post. But this is not really true. If you want to know if your creatives are working perfectly, do a brand lift campaign in Central Europe. It costs from 20,000 euros. You gotta reach 80% of your audience, and you will be 100% sure if your creatives are working good or not. The second thing is, if you are doing contests, it's a great thing for engagement, but do those people really build a relationship with your brand? I don't know, if you are putting a kitty on a post, people are gonna like it. But is it the building your brand and making relationship with your audience? So, and the last thing why engagement is not really a good metric to look at. You can have completely different audiences, target audiences. For example, there's a brand of vodka in Slovakia, and it's kind of a low-end target audience, and these people love to interact with the post. They take photos, writing comments, they just love to interact. And on the other hand, there's a beer for young people, youngsters, skateboard people, hipsters, just really cool brand. And even though this brand is creating amazing ads, amazing creatives, people are not going to really interact. And as a matter of fact, it doesn't mean that they don't know the brand, that they don't buy it. They actually do. In brand KPIs, it's shown that these guys knows the brand, knows the beer, they're buying the beer. They're just not interacting on the Facebook. So, when to use engagement? First and really important thing is when you are creating an event, you are going to optimize for engagement, and you're gonna set your goal for event responses. So that's a really good thing and a really good way when you want to promote your event, and that's one way of using engagement. The second one is when your post is somehow related to fun and entertainment. Like for example, this 360 photo. You just want to have some fun, look around the mountains, find the bottle. It's somehow related and connected with fun and entertainment. So that's a good way to use engagement. The last one, and I was trying to think about other ways when is engagement good, but this is the last one. And please, if you have more ways when to use, more reasons when to use engagement, write it in a comment below. I'm really wondering what that fourth one or fifth one might be. So the third one is when you want to know some answers. For example, if the pineapple or watermelon is the favorite flavor of Mirinda, which is a non-alcoholic beverage. So you can do some kind of like a poll in a comment. Even though we know that we can do polls on Facebook, we can even promote it. That's the latest news. However, this is the last thing when to use engagement. Please tell me if there is more. And there's an alternative of engagement. Engagement rate, that is the number of people reached versus the number of people who interacted with the post. So this is kind of an alternative. It will show a nice percentage. We actually implemented it Constantino. This is a metric we calculate inside of the tool. So take a look at it and tell us what you think. Yeah, video is extremely popular, so we are going to talk a little more about it. And just the fact that how videos are popular. This is from the times when there was Explore feed. Google out Explore feed, what it is. It's just when Facebook were testing separated feeds from the personal ones and from the page ones. And this is a screencast from where all pages are actually publishing videos. There is 99% of all posts are video posts. This shows how videos are popular across Facebook. So, and how do you know if the video is working? The most common metric to which everyone is looking at is video view. And what really video view is, it's 3 seconds. So 1, 2, 3. It's a really short time. And if you have a 10-second video, 30-second video, you shouldn't be considering that, okay, there was 5,000 people watching our video because there was 5,000 video views. I know that you probably know that there's already 10-second video view and 2-second video view. You can optimize for those two as well. However, you gotta think if this metric is really valuable for you or not. Well, what is quite a better metric for this is video average watch time. And first you need to realize when you are actually going to send or deliver the message in a video. If you deliver the message in the first 10 seconds and the video average watch time is 10 seconds, perfect. The message was delivered, the video was successful. If the video average watch time is 3 seconds, well, there's probably something wrong because no one got the message from the video. So video average watch time, pretty cool metric. You should focus more on this one. And now we're going to do some examples. I'm going to show you videos. These videos are in Slovak. I didn't have access to any English ones and couldn't find any perfect example. We have a lot of friends from Central European region, so that's why in Slovak, but I'm going to translate it for you, and I will try to explain on these examples what are really common mistakes, what people are doing. So I will not play this video. I will just tell you that this guy, he's a Slovak rapper, he's a celebrity, and he is inviting people to watch one TV show where it's going to be 2 rappers, and the main sponsor of the whole show is excellent beer. And let's take a look at the numbers. And I forgot to tell you, the video has 40 seconds, but the main message, what I just mentioned, is within the first 10 seconds. Okay? So there is 2,700 something video views. 10-second video views, there is 1,000 less of those. And the video average watch time is 10 seconds. So we might say like, okay, this video was great, it's performing well, people were watching 10 seconds in average, the message was delivered. Let's take a look at another one. I will play this video and I will try to translate everything because the visual is quite important. Actually, I will turn down the volume, I think. Okay, so here's a pack shot, there's a beer, excellent, is proudly sponsoring this kind of TV show. There's music, there's a lady singing, there's a guy talking how they started their music, their band, there's going to be another band. Okay, whatever. The main point here is that the message was delivered in 30 seconds of the video. In 30 seconds of the video. And when you take a look at the numbers, there's 5,000 something video views. So it's almost double the video views from the previous video. So we might think, wow, this video was performing amazingly. Perfect. Double the video views. The second thing is that there is almost the same amount of 10-second video views as the previous video. And the video average watch time is 4 seconds. So people were not getting none of the message we were supposed to deliver. And there's several things what is wrong with this video. First thing, there is a pack shot at the beginning. No one wants to see a pack shot at the beginning. Secondly, the whole video is actually a TV spot. So they reused the TV spot and used it for Facebook. And it shouldn't be doing that. Right? Facebook has completely different dynamics. People are scrolling on Facebook. You gotta grab their attention like instantly. So the reason why there was so many video views is very simple. It was promoted with a higher budget than the last video, previous video. And basically this video was not performing good at all. So you gotta think more about the metrics you're looking at, what is the context, and what are the other variables out there. Okay, conversions. Conversions might be your Converse shoes running over you, but conversions are actually an actions on your website. So me as a user go from Facebook to your website, scroll 50% down to your page, or click to your blog, or do some registrations or whatever. Okay, and it's a bit tricky on Facebook, and it's a bit different than in Google. So how Facebook counts conversions? Firstly, when I'm on a Facebook, I see your ad, I click on the ad, I'm on your page, but I will not do the conversion. I go back, I close the window. Within 28 days, from somewhere I will remember that, okay, there is this website I'm gonna go to. So I do the conversion within 28 days, and then the Facebook counts it as a conversion. The second way how Facebook is calculating conversion is that I see the ad, I only see it, I will not click on it, then I open a new tab, type in the website, do the conversion within the 1 day, and then Facebook is calculating it as a conversion. Okay, the good thing about this is that you can actually customize the date range. So it doesn't have to be 28 days, it can be 7, it doesn't have to be 1 day, it can be 6. Oh, this is a really cool thing. This is a proof how Facebook is trying to build bridge between the digital world and the offline world. Offline conversions work, it's a bit complicated, but it works quite well. That if you have your point of sale system or CRM connected to Business Manager or Facebook Analytics, you are able to track offline conversions. So example, I see your ad, I go to store, I will use my membership card, do the payment, do the purchase, and then Facebook knows that I made a purchase because I saw the ad. The thing is that there is only 40% accuracy approximately, so it's not quite much, but Facebook is working on it. It's a really new, quite new thing, and we believe that accuracy will be much better in the future. This is also a really good thing when building bridges between digital and offline world. The accuracy is much better, and it's in-store visits. So when I see your ad and I walk in to your store and I have my data on and my geolocation on, Facebook will track me that I visited the store because I saw the ad. What is really good thing about it is that you can also build your audience. So you can get the information from the people who visits your store, build the audience of the people who visit your store, and create ads accordingly. So for example, you kind of convince them or push them to visit your store more frequently, etc. So it's a really good thing if you have a brick and mortar store. Okay, and we are going to the end. Facebook is not about interactions anymore. It's not about just publishing the post on the wall. If you want to have interactions with your friends, with your fans, just use Facebook groups, right? The interactions works well there, but Facebook is now focused more on business-driven results, business-driven goals, and Facebook is vocalizing this quite heavily. So even think about what options the eShop has, the tagging, the conversions, the e-commerce formats, etc. So you have so many options how you can drive more business to your brand or to firm, or if you're an agency, your brands, your clients will be extremely happy when you will show them the results like, look, because of our campaign, you actually raised your sales grown. So think about what you can do with Facebook focusing on business-driven results. And just to sum it up, first thing, define the right goal. That's common sense. Without that, you can't achieve anything. Once you define your goal, set the correct KPIs. If your goal is engagement, don't really look at reach. If your goal is our clicks, don't look at anything else, right? Focus on the right KPIs. And plus, focus on the metric which makes sense to you. That's the same thing what I just said. Understand your numbers and put it in context. There is so many variables. There is budget differentiation. There can be a different budget. There can be a socioeconomic situation like Christmas or crisis or whatever. A different, there can be a lot of same advertisers trying to target the same audience, etc. So there's so many things you should take into account when analyzing your numbers. Experiment with content and formats. Facebook and also Instagram is launching many new formats quite frequently within the past years. Once there's a new format out there, try it out. Facebook will push it forward. Facebook will be really generous. And you can see it on Instagram stories, for example. The cost per click on Instagram stories is extremely low. So if you haven't tried, try it out. And experiment with the content as well, because if you have these old formats, you can use them creatively like no one else did, and Facebook will really like it. Your audience will like that. So experiment and learn on your own numbers. Use benchmarks. Know your numbers. And this is kind of a bold statement, but when you're gonna do all of this is how your campaigns will be successful. So I'm wondering, are there any question, comments?
Yeah, we have a question from Adam.
Okay.
He wants to know what we think about the new paid subscription groups Facebook is testing.
Yeah, I mean, Facebook is pushing Facebook groups quite heavily. There's still more and more options for brands, and this subscription model, well, we'll see. It's another way how to monetize for Facebook, and it's also another way how to, for creators, for influencers, how to create really quality content for which people will be willing to actually pay for. So I'm excited how this will work and how many paid groups will be out there actually.
And also Anna says, it's more a comment than a question, and she says that Facebook surveys are types of publications that encourage engagement. However, they noticed that their organic reach is quite small. So that's one experience from
Yes.
Anna.
With the recent algorithm change, many brands, most of the brands had seen 20% decrease in organic reach. So this is another new thing. When you want to be visible on Facebook, you gotta pay, right? This is the old good times when you just posted something on the Facebook and it went viral are over. Of course, there are some exceptions like celebrities, etc. They put something on the Facebook, they don't have to pay for it, and it goes viral. But with brands, it's a bit tricky and it's a bit difficult. Facebook, it's a marketing channel, it's advertising channel. You want to be visible, you gotta pay for it. You should be looking really on organic reach. Try to find different metrics, different KPIs, which will define your goals. I hope that I answered that correctly. Okay, let's jump to the last thing, and this is going to be really quick. I'm going to do this. I'm going to really quickly show you the new insights and reporting in Constantino. It is really simple. We've been developing it for the past year, half a year. The first half year we've been gathering information, and we are still working on it. So there will be more like benchmarks or KPI goals, etc., etc. But the main goal in insights and reporting is to find out what posts are performing the best based on the metric you select. So we had made a list of the most useful metrics. We could use all the hundreds of metrics, but we decided to use just a few of them. And plus we have added a couple metrics which we calculate inside of the tool. So if you have a metric which you need to calculate manually, just please let us know. We might be able to implement it into analytics. So first what you're gonna do is you're gonna set your date range, right? I have quite a good date range, and then you see all your posts set chronologically. Here you can set the metric like comments, for example, and now all your posts will be ordered based on the performance, so the best performing ones and the least performing ones. So this can give you quite a good, really fast hint what posts are performing the best. Here you have all the basic numbers. When you click on the post detail, you have more detailed data, detailed numbers about the post, like engagement rate, unique engaged users, the total engagement, comments, reactions. Also, it depends what kind of post format you have. With this one, you have a different like video through rate, etc. So, but the really cool thing and really important thing is that you don't have to do screenshots or anything like that. You can export a report for a client really quickly. You just select a simple PDF or advanced PDF report and you just download that. And you are ready to send it to your clients. And you can do the same thing, of course, for your ad posts. So the ones which do not appear on your Facebook page, but which are running as an advertising campaign. Same thing for page performance. Here we have just a few graphs. There will be a couple more, but these are just the basics you really need to know. And also you can export it to PDF and send it to your client. So as I mentioned, this is just really quick and brief insights and reporting. We will be adding a couple more features, so I hope you like it. If you have experience with analytics, please let us know what you would like to improve. Give us a feedback. We will really appreciate it. Okay, is there any other question?
No, I think that's it.
Cool.
Viewers for today.
Okay, guys.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Just Anna mentioned that she doesn't think it's possible to promote Facebook surveys. So that's.
Oh, it was Facebook surveys.
Yeah.
You mean the polls?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. It is. You should try. This is like a recent news. I think it's only 1 week or 2 week old. If you want, and actually we will do that. We will send you a link. I think We Are Social Media. Our social media today has a really nice article about that. So you can promote it. So, and if you can't, sometimes it happens that some of the users, some of the advertisers has to wait for the updates. Like many times happens, especially in our team, that half of the team has the update, another half of the team has to wait until they get the update. Okay? So, if you don't have any questions, I'm really happy that you've been here with us. I hope that it was helpful. If you still will have some more questions, please write in the comment. We will answer those later on. And enjoy your day. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.